Well, good morning. Everybody's always wanting to know what I do about my barbecue, so I thought I'd share a little bit this morning. I got it really early. We're gonna have a little bit of a party at our house tonight for our kids. Uh, Trey just passed his CDL, so he's got his CDL license. So I thought today I would try something a little different I hadn't done. I got I think they call it a picnic ham. So it's kind of like a ham on a shank, but it's only half of one. So I got that and a Boston butt. So I'm gonna do both of those. And everybody's always wanting to know what I do to make it so good. Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little bit of a secret. I'm not gonna tell you exactly how I do it, but I just do salt and pepper for the most part. These here are strictly salt and pepper. I put nothing else on them. There is one other ingredient that I put in them most of the time. That I'm going to keep a secret. The cooking temperatures today I'm going to change just a little bit. I typically do them low and slow. Today will still be kind of slow, but it's so cold outside, and so I've turned the heat up on the smoker a little bit. I'm going to do them at 250 today, and normally I would do it at about 225. So today's going to be 250, and they're going to be in there for 8 to 10 hours, depending on how the temperatures do. As any of you that do barbecue most of the time know that you get that heating, and all of a sudden you'll get that stall, and it'll just sit there. It won't quite get to temperature, and then all of a sudden it'll take off. If you're not watching close, it'll get there before you know it. So I use a Weber grill thermometer, and it's Bluetooth, so it goes to my phone, and I set the temperatures, and it will let me know when each of them get to the correct temperature, and then I can change them. But I will do it's called a 3-2-1 method. I don't strictly adhere to that, but the 3-2-1 is you put it in for 3 hours to smoke, you pull it back out, wrap it, put it back in for 2 more hours, then you pull it back out, and you let it just do this last little thing. If you want to put barbecue sauce or something on it, sometimes I do. Just depends on what I'm making or who I'm making it for. Different people like different taste. My family happens just to like this salt and pepper. So anyway, you do it for the last hour. So that's the 3-2-1 method. You guys may hear that from time to time if you're actually watching barbecue channels and stuff. That's what they're talking about. So anyway, let me show you what I'm gonna cook here today. Okay, so this one over here, that is a Boston butt, and that one is about 5 pounds. And as you can see, I have just salt and peppered it. It's all I've done to it, and it has sit there long enough that it's actually starting to do what they call sweating, and it's making everything kind of wet looking. It's adhering to it real good. Now some people will put mustard on there to make a binder. I don't do that. In fact, all I do is I just take it out of the pack, pat it with a paper towel, leave a little bit of the moisture on there, and it will bind all that stuff. Now on ribs I do use mustard as a binder. Mustard you won't taste. It actually cooks away. This over here is it's what they call a half a picnic ham, and you can see that it's the thickness of it is a little less than a Boston butt, but it is nowhere near the size of a regular ham. And that's why they call it half a picnic ham. So it literally is a half. Again, I put salt and pepper on here. This one here, when I get done today doing the 3-2-1, that last hour, I will put a little brown sugar on it, and I'll let it caramelize on it a little bit, and it'll really make that good. It's you'll have a little bit of the heat from the pepper, but you'll have the sweetness from the brown sugar. So that's pretty much it. So like I said, I've got the smoker at 250, and I'm about to go out there and put them in there for the first 3 to 4 hours. We'll see. We'll see. I go by what the bark on it's looking like, and that's kind of how I go with the time. But I try to stay close to the 3. So anyway, out to the smoker we go. Well, any of you that's been around me at the campsite recognizes this. You can see we have got the smoke going on. It is coming out of it everywhere. So we'll get the meat started here, and we're gonna put it inside. Oh yeah. That's gonna do some good right there. All right, the meat is in there. So what I've done is I put the probes in, and what I use is the Weber grill. It's a thermometer. You can put up to 4 probes in it. But you can see it's 38 degrees inside the Boston butt. And then the one on top up here, of course I got the door open so it's getting colder now. But you look at the meat probe, it's 44 degrees in that one. So I'll go off the Weber because it's actually Bluetooth. And it'll send it to my phone, tell me when we're getting close. And that'll mean both of them are getting pretty close because they're about the same size. So that'll work. So I'm gonna button this thing up, go back in the house. It's cold out here. All right, we'll come back in about 2.5, 3 hours, maybe a little more. Wait for the alarm on my phone to go off, and then we'll see what's happening out here. Man, it is cold this morning. It is 32 degrees, and they're saying that it's going to drop down into the teens tonight. So, anyway, we'll get us some good old barbecue. That'll keep us warm. All right, I'll get back with you guys after a while sometime. We'll check in on the meat and see how it's going. Right now, got a good smoke going on in there, and the heat's coming up in it. So, should be a good day. All right, see you guys in a little while. Well, it is time to see what it looks like. Got a little bit of smoke in there. All right. It's been at temperature for a while, man. That's like butter pulling that out of there. I came out and wrapped these about 2 hours ago. I just wrapped them in a pan. They're already pretty much done, but this'll steam them. Hard time doing that with one hand. That looks awesome. And that's what it's supposed to look like. I mean, that's like, you can tell there is no, and that's like butter sticking that in there. So we're gonna put that one back in. This one is the ham. Cover off of it. Realize how hard that is to do with one hand. All right, that is the ham. Man, that looks good. Again, it's just like butter. All right, I'm gonna put brown sugar. I'm gonna put brown sugar on this ham because I want to put a glaze on it. So let me get off here a second and do this, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, this is what you want your ham to look like if you're gonna glaze it, and that is just a coating of brown sugar on it. And that I'm gonna put it back in here for about 45 minutes, maybe an hour, and let that caramelize on it, and it is gonna be good to go after that. So we'll check back with it in about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. This thing's looking real good. Well, it's time to take them off. Let's see what we got in here. Should be good. These things have been on for about 10 hours now. Still smoking. Oh yeah, look how good that looks. Oh, that's gonna be great. All right, let's get them out and get them inside. See what it looks like when we cut them. I can tell you the smell is outstanding. If it tastes as good as it smells, it's gonna be really, really good. You rolling? All right, so this is the Boston butt. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that, how juicy that is. Just falling apart, so tender. Got a really good bark on it, good smoke ring. That is gonna be good. There is no resistance at all when you stick that. You see how it jiggles. All right, this is the picnic ham that we did today. I'm just gonna do a little cut on it too. Yes. it's falling apart too. So you guys can see this is a ham, but you see how easy that's pulling apart. And it's just really tender. And it's got a little bit of a brown sugar crust on it now. So, all right, here comes the best part. This is the part of the day where I actually get to try a little piece of it. So, you guys ready for me to try some of it? I'm ready. I'm gonna put a little bit of the juice on it. You're gonna like that. Oh man. Yeah, Trey, you're gonna love this. I made this for Trey. I told you guys earlier in the video. He passed his CDL, so we're kind of celebrating. And so I did these for Trey. Man, you're gonna love that. That is great. All right, we got maple baked beans too. So anyway, you guys want to try these at home? I told you how I did it. I didn't actually add anything that was a secret to it. I do when I cook other stuff. But anyway, if you guys want to know more about it, leave it in the comments, and I'll share with you the exact recipe of how I do it. But really, it's just salt and pepper, half and half. And if you guys want to know more about it and I didn't cover it, leave it in the comments. I'll tell you the cook times and all that. But it's a 3-2-1 method. You guys can watch any YouTube video that'll tell you how to do the 3-2-1. Really easy, works every time. So you guys try it. Check us out. Look at that. That's how tender that thing is. That is just, it's really good. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed this one. We'll see you guys later. Bye.